another differences between those two pieces, which we can find very clearly, is the style of is the cultural style. And for more details, I will first introduce the Mesopotamia cylinder seals and then move to the second piece and then compare them with their differences and similarities and finally come to the conclusion. Next, please. This is the first Mesopotamia seals that I will talk about. Its name is Banquet Seal, and it's from Royal Cemetery in ancient Mesopotamia. And before we come to the details of this cylinder, we can talk about what Mesopotamia seals are. Mesopotamia seals are divided into two forms. One is flat stem form and another is the cylinder form. And the only difference between those two kind of seals are that these cylinder seals can be worn around somebody's neck and also can be suspended from the waist. And we can see this is a cylinder seal, and this is just a modern impression which is kind of unfolded so we can observe this more clearly. And the function of Mesopotamia seals are to signify somebody's high social position. So when someone dies, their family buried them with the seals so that to let them carry to the next life. So from these points, we can see that the seals have the funeral functions, which are one of the symbols of Mesopotamians' opinion towards death and towards afterlife. And now let's take a closer look. The cylinder seals is divided into two horizontal bands, and from the first and the second, we can see the narration is almost the same. And the only difference is the gender of the main character. They are all sitting on the chairs, drinking from their beakers while being attended by several servants. But in the first one, there's a woman and a man, and the woman might be Pueri herself. And in the second section, all the characters are male. And there are also two representative techniques of expression contained in this Mesopotamian cylinder seal. The first one is hierarchy scales, and the second one is twisted perspective. For the first technique, we can see that the higher position in society, the characters have the larger size they are presented. So this is a way to represent someone's high social position in ancient art field. Another examples can be like standard of Yuan or the standard of Nanshin that we have covered before. And another technique is twisted perspective. As we can see, all of the human figures in these art pieces are in profile position with their frontal eyes. And the purpose of using this kind of ways to express human figures is to have the whole human appearance which contains the whole human features. And we can move. And almost after 1,000 years later, there's another extraordinary art pieces about a banquet. Its name is Musician and Dancers, and it is a second fresco from the tomb of Nabama, and which is in 18th dynasty, New Kingdom. And because those two pieces are all from the tombs, so they must share some similarities. The first similarity, and which is the most basic similarity, is the function. In ancient Egypt, they also believe about the afterlife, which means people will be reborn after their death. So when the Babylon died, their family would come to the tomb one day each year to participate in a commemorative banquet to commune with the dead. So this is one of the things catched from the like funeral feasts. So from this we can also see that ancient Egyptians they also used the art to represent their attitude towards death and towards like afterlife. And the second similarity is the framing of the art pieces and the scene. As we can see, it is also divided into two horizontal bands. And in the first band, we can see lots of humans sitting chairs and facing almost the same direction. And on the left, there's a man and a woman holding their arms together and served by a servant. And they are maybe the protagonist, maybe the man and his wife. And in the lower section, let's first look at the four girls here. The first two are in conventional pose. However, these two are in frontal pose, which is more unique. And one is clapping her hands, one is playing the reed. And also there are some girls sitting here. And the differences between the humans below and the humans upper is their poses. They are sitting on a chair, however they are just sitting on the floor with their legs being crossed. And you can see their feet are more detailed than the below one, than the upper one. And between those girls, there's two new servants dancing together and some banquet stuffs like wine bottles or some decorations. And the third similarity is the techniques of expression using in both of the pieces. In this piece, it also contains hierarchy skills and twisted perspective. Hierarchy skills can be seen between the size of the relative, the protagonist, and between the servants. They're just much smaller than those kind of human figures. And in perspective, they're also in profile position, expect those two unique girls. And even for those dancing women, they are also in twisted perspective position. And although there's lots of similarities, they do have much differences. The first, not only in the medium they are made from, but also from the different styles of those two. Next, please. Let's look at them together. In this kind of art pieces, we can see that all the humans are all the humans have extremely thin legs and thin arms, and their dresses are almost very simple and almost the same with each other, which makes these art pieces much more idealistic and more exaggerated. And however, in these art pieces, we can see the women are in detail and they have detailed face, detailed clothes, and detailed hairdress, also with those kind of stuff. So it makes, although it is also idealistic because of they also have the same poses, but it looks more realistic. And another difference between them is the degree of narrative. In the first scene, it's just like a simple portrait of a scene, and they do not contain much movement or much stories comes here. However, in this one, there's stories happening. We can see girls talking to each other, and they maybe have a discussion, and here's girls dancing or something. So these are also the differences. And in conclusion, I think although these two pieces are from different periods, different regions, and also in different mediums, they all contain ancient humans' attitude towards death, towards afterlives. So if we think it further, we can see that although in like thousands of years ago, people had already started to use arts as a medium